Hello everyone, 42 CEO Commentary back here with another video. And today we're going to be talking about a heartbreak, a breakup, a sad moment in all of our lives. LIL88 and Destroy Lonely seem to be no longer collaborating with each other, and it's very, very unfortunate. So I'll go through the full story. I'll talk about what it means, and I'll talk about fans right now because they're pretty happy, I'll be honest. But first of all, we saw Destroy Lonely starting on his EU tour leg, and he was going out, throughout EU, and he's just started that. So he's kind of in the middle right now, and we noticed that LIL88 had actually been removed off of the poster, and LIL88 was no longer DJing or opening up for Destroy Lonely. It was someone completely different. So we first saw that, and we were like, okay, so LIL88, maybe he's just busy with other stuff. Maybe, he's got something going on, right? Okay. And also, too, just so you guys know, Destroy Lonely did not have LIL88 DJing his Rolling Loud set either. So LIL88 wasn't even doing his little Rolling Loud set. So that was really interesting, but really didn't think much of it. And I was like, okay, you know what? They've been doing so much together. Maybe just busy, whatever. But we saw this. LIL88 has unfollowed Destroy Lonely on Instagram. If you look through his following, he still follows Ken Carson, actually, but he no longer follows Destroy Lonely. And he did follow Destroy Lonely, and now he does not. So that's a bit interesting. I mean, unfollowing someone? That's kind of crazy. Destroy Lonely never really followed him because he really never followed anyone. So, that's different, I'll be honest. But LIL88 unfollowing him is pretty crazy, I'm not going to lie. Now, I believe he also, LIL88, had photos and videos on here. And if you look at what he has, it's only this right here. It's this one specific reel. Ill-humored. I don't even know what that really means. I mean, it's kind of promoting the album a little bit that he has. And I think that's why his name and his bio says loading, is because he's working on an album, which it'll be interesting to see if the show Lonely's on that. Then, of course, his bio says unlikable, kind of playing into the fact that within Opium, he is unlikable, unfortunately. Because I'll be honest, guys, I mean, I know the mixing, I know the producing, I know it's not really the best, but I mean, sometimes y'all are pretty brutal to him. I'm just being for real. But anyways, I mean, if we look through his following right now, as I kind of mentioned, we see Ken Carson still being followed. So it is really interesting to see things like that. I mean, Metro's followed. Also, too, I'm just realizing now, did he ever follow Playboi Carti? Because he doesn't now, so I don't really know why he doesn't follow Playboi Carti. Let me just double confirm that. Yeah, okay. That's pretty interesting, I'm not going to lie. Maybe it has something to do with Playboi Carti and Destroy Lonely together. I really don't know. But we also saw actually some interesting tweets from Destroy Lonely as well, kind of around the same time frame of us finding out that basically, he unfollowed him. So he started off talking about Berlin, being ready for it, and then, crazy crowds, stuff like that. I mean, you could just see everyone going absolutely berserk. Pretty normal tweet from him. Then, this one kind of felt interesting. I feel like myself again. Really don't know what that could mean, but I mean, what you could insinuate is saying, hey, you're done with LIL88, you're starting to feel like yourself again? I mean, that's just what I'm thinking, and I feel like that's a pretty good conclusion to come to. That's just all I'm going to say. Then, we heard a quoted tweet, someone saying, if you don't feel how you felt making Broken Hearts, no, you do not, buddy. He said, I heard we going, I think it's like 3, it's like Broken Hearts times 3, but maybe later. So maybe a Broken Hearts 3 later, or he's saying like going 3 for 3 as well with Broken Hearts, something like that. Then someone said, Lone, who got you feeling like this? He said, I had a talk with me. I decided I should do what's right. Does that mean getting rid of LIL88? I don't know. I'm not insinuating anything. I'm just saying, again, I mean, come on. It's right there for you. Maybe me and Ken first. We like the sound of that. We do like the sound of that. Ken Carson, Destroy Lonely. Their collaborations just hit. I mean, come on. They really haven't made a miss together. I'll be honest. They haven't. Then, the last tweet he had was, and y'all know I don't do no playing. Remember I said this. A lot of people think this about LIL88 as well. Doesn't do any playing. I don't know what that means. I really don't know. But you can only assume, right? I mean, it has to be something. I would think it has to be something about this LIL88 news. I feel like there was a talk or just something happened, some sort of falling out. And maybe it's not permanent. Maybe it's just temporary. But, I mean, just look at this, guys. Not a good thing. Now, we'll talk about what fans are saying. Fans, holy crap, I've never seen fans so happy. I've never seen so much Destroy Lonely love in my entire life. Destroy Lonely, I mean, he's getting a lot of love. He has a lot of fans, everything. But I've never seen so many people just praising and manifesting that this is actually true. It's insane. The reactions on Twitter have been ridiculous. I actually posted it myself on Instagram and, of course, TikTok. And, yeah, the comments were kind of what I expected them to be, but, like, literally, like, on steroids. I mean, they were just, like, screaming and shouting, you know, talking so highly about what had happened with Destroy Lonely and LIL88's relationship. They just cannot get over it. I mean, it's actually kind of insane, I'm not going to lie. But I guess that kind of leads me to you guys. What do you guys think about this? And I'll talk about what I think first. I mean, I'll be honest. I think this is a good career decision for Destroy Lonely. I think for his sound, he kind of wants to focus on experimental music, new music, evolving, changing up who he's working with. So I agree with this, okay? I do. Now there's nothing against LIL88. I think LIL88 and Destroy Lonely have actually made some pretty decent songs together. Some of them I'm not really too sure about, but it's not like they just made all misses. There were some hits in there, okay? There were some hits, but I do think it's good for Destroy Lonely from a career evolution standpoint to start focusing on other, you know, new producers and DJs and executive producers, especially when he's planning on dropping this year. I don't know if he actually will drop this year, but I think he will. So I think that's kind of the right decision. I think it makes sense. Also, even from LIL88's perspective, too. I think LIL88, if he wants to progress and if he actually wants to focus on this album as well that he has coming out with, like Future and Uzi features and even Ken, too, I think, he's got to make sure he's progressing. And maybe him working with Lone was, you know, keeping him too much in a box and he couldn't, like, you know, step out of that box. So I think that's also a big part of it. I think it's maybe more mutual than we want to think. I mean, I don't know. You don't really unfollow someone like that unless it's not mutual. So it really might not be mutual. But what are your guys' thoughts on the situation? Do you think that they'll ever make up? Because, I mean, if they really are beefing and this is not, like, good and it's kind of bad blood, I feel like it's not a forever thing. Like, I'm not saying they're going to, like, ever work with each other, but I think they still have love for each other. And I could be wrong. I could be misreading it completely. But what are your guys' thoughts? Is this the end? The full end of Destroy Lonely and LIL88? Let me know in the comments. I love you guys. Thank you always for the support, everything. It means the world to me. I'm continuing with this commentary stuff. I love doing it. It's so fun for me to do. I appreciate you guys, though, as always, and have a great rest of your day.